Hey folks, what it be? What it be? It's crazy what you see in G Money's travels. Man, it is crazy. It's like I spent like an hour crying down by the river, listening to music, just trying to figure it all out. And I'm eating. Yes, I'm eating. I haven't had a whole lot today. I had some food, but I've been craving macaroni and cheese lately. And then I did finally find it at Publix grocery store. They had like a Gouda and shell cheese, which was really good. But I'm still gotten that. I've had that craving. So I just happened to pop in here to your local Piggly Wiggly. I support Piggly Wiggly. It just sounds so funny. It's like Beanie Weenie. But anyway, I was hungry. I'm on a tight budget because I'm a tight ass. But go in there and get this. Like $3. Pretty good. Today was just a day of trying to get my crap back together. But if any of you guys remember, anybody who's watched the channel previously, oh my God, this is so good. When you're hungry, anything tastes good, right? I could eat cardboard and put A1 steak sauce on it and just be happy. But anyway, right down the road is a local truck stop right next to a Waffle House. I've talked about that place a couple times. I do get my Gatorheads from there. Don't tell anybody because it's like top secret. Top secret. Remember that. So anyway, I ran into this older Mexican. It's funny. I'm older now, and I still call people older. And I think we're in the same category, probably the same age group. But internally, I feel young. Externally and mentally, I feel like a slapped ass, like a whipped old man. But one day there was a older Hispanic guy out there. In case you haven't heard the story, he was just, I think he does like little chores here and there for the truck stop, dumps the trash bags or whatever. I guess they compensate him somehow. And I just ran into him at Piggly Wiggly. It was so funny. You would have thought it was so funny. The last meeting we had, and I literally only gave him $5, and I talked to him in Spanish, and I think that really excites the Hispanic community because, especially in this region, a lot of people don't really speak Spanish if you're not Spanish oriented of somewhat descent or ancestry. So I don't speak very good Spanish, but I can get by. And anyway, so I gave him $5. We talked. The guy hugged me, man. This guy hugged me like with all his passion, smiled big, and even though he had some decaying teeth and whatnot. So as I'm walking into Piggly Wiggly, who do I see? That dude. And he's like, he looks at me, oh, and then he's like, oh, and then he literally hugs me. It's probably the only person in America that wants to hug me. He's probably, I don't even want to try and figure out whether he's legal or not, but our last encounter, he was trying to save up money to go back to Mexico. And in that last video that I did involving him, it kind of cracked me up because most people trying to get out of Mexico, this dude wants to go back. It could be for family reasons, whatever, but he just started talking to me like and all this stuff, and I just smiled and I caught 50% of it, but he was talking so fast. He was so excited to see me, like he had seen a long lost friend, which kind of made me feel good because I was having a crappy day, especially after pulling into here and just thinking about my future. And it was just weird. It was just like he had the only thing he purchased. Man, this made me feel sad and sorrowful. And this is it's not an ethic knock. It's just, I'm just going to tell you the truth. What the guy had, he had like one of these long green peppers. I don't know if it was a jalapeno or just some long green pepper. That was the only thing he had. I don't know if he's going to eat it as a snack or, you know, he had other ways to cook, but it didn't appear to me he did. But if he likes that, he likes that. So I'm really strapped and stressed out about finances. I reached in and gave him another $5 bill, and we started talking. He's basically was trying to ask me where I live, and I pointed over here to Betty White. He's not so white anymore. And he's like, oh, you know, so he was just steadily just talking and smiling, and really nice guy, man. Really nice guy. I feel for the guy. I hope I do run into him another day. Hopefully my situation will be better. I'd like to see him succeed and hopefully achieve his goals in life. You know, it was just, but it's weird. Like, man, I was feeling in the gutter, and I run into that dude. I never did. 2 encounters, I never did ask him his name because I kind of feel like I don't like to pry. Especially, you know, what if the guy's an illegal? You know, what if, you know? He seems pretty, you know, he's not really under the radar, doesn't seem to be, but, you know, if you're hungry, you're hungry, and you got to get out in public, you just do your thing. But, man, I'm just going to call him mi amigo. Mi amigo es muy bueno. Good guy, man. It's just like, I love helping people when I can, and $5. What's that $5 going to get him? I was asking him in Spanish, where are you going to sleep? I forget how I said it, because like sometimes Spanish words come and go with me. I said, "Donde vaya esta noche?" And then I did the, you know, sleep symbol. And he was telling me something. He's going to go down the road somewhere at a motel and sleep for $20. And he was telling me a bunch of other things. And I think he may be talking about this kind of like pretty much low income motel about 2 miles down the road. Maybe he works off some shore. I don't know. He was saying so much I couldn't keep up with him. I can, you know, keep up for a little while, but anyway, so I'm hoping tomorrow is going to be a better day, a better adventure. I'm really depressed because I don't know where to boondock tonight, because thanks to Deputy Half Pint, I've run out of many options. So I do have a couple other options, but trying to recoup, you know, my reputation, and there's reasons for that behind the scenes, but I can go one of 2 rest areas, try the truck stop, but if Deputy Half Pint is patrolling this area, he might do the old knocky knock in the middle of the night, you know, and then make me I'll show you this, my little souvenir from Deputy Half Pint, a little PBT thing when I was sleeping for about 5 hours in the back of the van, nowhere close to the keys and ignition. He may patrol out this way, I don't know. It just kind of like, it sucks, dude. It sucks. But anyway, my mac and cheese toast to you is Deputy Half Pint and Julio Rodriguez. That's what I just named him. Until I know his real name, he's going to be Julio Rodriguez. Gracias, amigos. Mañana, mucho bueno. Todo mundo bueno suerte. Yeah. That's like El Pig Latino.